Hey guys, welcome to Hollyscoop's Just Saying. I'm Devin Howard.
And I'm Madison Hill.
So today we're going to be talking about something that's caused a major uproar on the internet. Gigi and Bella Hadid posed nude in a photo for British Vogue. In the photo, they're both very fresh-faced and natural looking, and they're
naked.
and completely naked, which is where the problem is for a lot of people.
Right.
Their position is not exactly sexual. I mean, they're sitting close. They're as close like sisters would.
Right.
But a lot of people have a problem with that. I know we actually agree on this for the first time.
Which rarely happens.
Yes. We actually don't feel that this is a big deal at all. We're kind of confused as to why people are so upset that two sisters are posing naked in a non-sexual way together. But we're going to talk about the reasons why everybody else feels like this is upsetting.
And Yolanda Hadid is actually on our side, which is the girl's mom. She was caught by TMZ, and they asked her opinion because it's been such a problem. And she said, quote, "I love it," and then "love the skin you're in, baby." And I love that. And when Yolanda was asked about the negative reaction, she said that she had no comment, which I kind of agree with her on. It's like, they're two sisters. Get over it. They've taken baths together. They've been naked several times, I'm sure, together in their life. Anyone who has a sister, I have a younger sister, Devin, I know you have sisters.
Yeah.
It's just not weird to be naked with your sister. So the fact that people are making it weird, I think that shows a bigger problem with society.
I agree. Like the fact that we're fetishizing a sibling relationship, two sisters being together nude, that's the problem. It's not the fact that they're naked together. Like, they'd probably change in front of each other at shoots.
Models change naked in front of each other all the time.
And I also have a question, like, if it were two friends, would it be as horrible, or is it
would
just
it be hot?
Yeah.
People
can't seem to decide when female nudity is okay, when it's not okay, and that's my biggest issue with it. And I know that other people feel the same way. So there was one person who tweeted saying, "I don't see this as a big deal. Why are people losing their over this?"
Just say it, girl. Scream it from the mountaintops.
This isn't pornographic. I'm sure this is not the first time they have seen each other naked. I have 4 sisters, and we fought over the bathroom. This is nothing.
Completely agree.
I agree. I totally agree with this.
And props to that person for having 4 sisters in one bathroom.
I know, that would be difficult. That would be a huge issue. So I just feel like people are making way too big of a deal out of the fact that they have no clothes on. If they had a bikini on or a bra and underwear or even a slinky dress, they wouldn't see the issue, but it's the fact that they're just embracing their natural forms that's upsetting everybody so much.
I also think it's meant to be creative. It's not meant to be sexy or anything provocative. I mean, another person said, quote, "Does anyone commenting negatively here know anything about creativity? Have you ever read Vogue? Maybe Hello Magazine would be more your style. You'll be wanting to ban life drawings next, prudes." Which it's just saying, like, Vogue is very artistic. They're always pushing the boundaries, so this isn't really that big of a deal. Plus, other sisters have also posed nude together before. The Kardashians did it. I mean, they were they've done it several times. And plus, even with the new Calvin Klein ads, like, they're in their underwear and stuff. Like, no one was up in arms about that. So I don't understand why it's such a big deal. But I guess we'll tell you some of the points of why people are upset to really, I guess, round it out here as we're trying to be, cover both sides.
Yeah, and I do think it's important to acknowledge both sides of it. So let's just dive right into what some people are saying. I would say the majority of people think that there is a huge issue with these photos, which, I mean, obviously we don't understand.
We make up the minority in this situation.
We acknowledge that. So if you guys disagree with us, go ahead and let us know in the comments. But somebody tweeted saying, "Really disappointed with British Vogue's uncomfortable image of Gigi Hadid and Bella Hadid. These sisters are doing so well in their career, only for Vogue to sexualize a sibling relationship in the most creepy and non-artistic way. Would you ever put 2 famous brothers naked?" And actually, I do have to say, I think this is a good point, not because the picture itself is sexual, but because it's women, and if it were men, the reaction would be fully, I feel like, against it. The fact, I mean, it would never actually be men in the first place.
I don't ever think that 2 brothers would pose naked together. I just think that, which again, I guess does lead to the bigger problem, but I feel like if that happened, that would be so jarring that people wouldn't even be able to have a negative reaction because they would just be like,
Yeah.
What just happened?
I mean, so that says something about the way women are treated overall. I mean, the way women's bodies are objectified over and over again. So this person is actually pointing out a bigger issue.
Yeah. But some people just thought it was creepy. Another person said, quote, "What are people on at British Vogue? Why would you even think of this let alone of this shot?" Excuse me, I'm cursing. "Why would you even think of this shot, let alone carry it out? This is just weird and creepy. So why would the editor-in-chief or Condé Nast allow this?"
So again, people are just really, really upset that it's sisters. That's the only problem that they can see.
Yeah.
I think if it were two models, two strangers, two friends, they would not have this reaction. People are just upset that Bella and Gigi are related.
Right.
And maybe the issue with this is that they know no sexual experience would come out of it for the sisters.
Right.
So it's like shocking or something.
Why would you do this if you're not doing it for that reason? Is that what
Exactly,
you're saying?
yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely just like a sisterly bond. I guess the one thing that I kind of do have a problem with this photo, their faces do appear to be very photoshopped.
Very photoshopped.
They're very long, very thin. It's just, it doesn't quite look like them. Like when you look at their Instagram and then look at that picture, you're kind of like, is that Gigi and Bella?
Yes.
And I mean, people noticed it. Someone said, quote, "Gross that their faces were photoshopped to this extent. Super gross that two siblings were asked to pose like this." Okay, I agree with you on the Photoshop, but I disagree with you saying that it's gross that they pose like that.
The pose is hardly sexual. They're sitting together. I mean,
I don't know. I think what makes this photo shoot so great is a lot of times with this industry, people want to pit Gigi and Bella against each other because they are two famous sisters. They're both in the same industry. They go after the same jobs. And I think this photo shoot was meant to show, like, we don't let that get between us.
Yeah.
Look at us. We're both on British Vogue. And of course, like everything that happened in 2017, people always found a problem. That's carrying over in 2018. People are gonna have a problem with everything celebrities do.
yeah, exactly.
And a simple photo shoot that was meant to be high fashion and empowering
and artistic.
and two sisters doing something together has now been muddied and turned gross, if you could say, by people fetishizing two sisters.
Very, very strange. But back on that Photoshop subject, because I know we brought that up, we only touched on that a little bit, but a lot of people are echoing that same sentiment. Why did you Photoshop these girls so much? They don't even look like themselves. What happened to Bella's face? This is something that I've been seeing a lot in the comments, both on Instagram and on Twitter. And I think that that's where we should be talking about, like that's what we should be talking about. That's where the conversation should go. It shouldn't be about their nudity or about them being sisters. It should be about the fact that they're being like monitored and shrunken by Photoshop.
I mean, holy moly, if Gigi and Bella need Photoshopped, I can't even imagine what British Vogue would do to me.
Yes, me too.
They would be like, actually, we can't Photoshop you enough. Please leave. There's nothing we can do to make you look better. I don't know. It's just crazy. So we kind of want to know what you guys think about this. Which side of the fence are you on? Do you think that this naked photo shoot is gross and disgusting? Or do you feel like us and think that, okay, it's two sisters, get over it, stop sexualizing two sisters. It's really not that big of a deal. Both opinions are out there. I'd say most people kind of think it's gross. But let us know what you guys think.
We're in the minority.
Yeah, for sure. And you make a really good point about the Photoshop. I want to know what everyone thinks.
I know. I want to know what everybody thinks too. Let us know. Do you think they look overly Photoshopped? Do you think that this photo shoot was sexual? Is it totally normal? Sound off in the comments, you guys, and make sure you subscribe. And we will see you next time on Hollyscoop's Just Saying.